a lot's going on in this fight. Okay, so now Henry Cejudo wins, and he announces that he's retiring. Dana White confirms it with him afterwards, and now we've got a vacant bantamweight title. And you think Petr Yan is probably going to be the one guy to fight for it. And I would imagine that they're going to pick Aljamain Sterling to fight Petr Yan for the vacant belt, right? So Cejudo retires. And now we've got to consider, is this real? Or is this simply, because Cejudo's 33 years old, he has accomplished a lot in his career, and you've got to wonder, this is the first thing I thought after he announced that he was retiring. I thought, okay, if I'm Cejudo and I'm looking at the division, I could fight 3 really tough guys, and like there are guys like I said, Sandhagen, Sterling, Yan, even guys like, let's look at the rankings for 135 right here, right? Mariah, Sterling, Yan, Sandhagen, Asuncao, Aldo. Like, you can keep beating these guys, or you can. The lighter weight classes sort of have a little bit of a problem with like the validation aspect, or for some reason or whatever, right? Like, not that they're not obviously world class, but people have a harder time caring about them, I think, and it's a real shame because bantamweight is super deep. So you got to wonder, is Henry Cejudo retiring and creating this situation where he's not only letting the top fighters in that division kind of work it out amongst themselves, but he also kind of casts a shadow of a doubt on whoever the champion is, whoever wins this vacant title. You're kind of going to always have it in the back of your mind, like, okay, but could this guy beat Cejudo? And I think Cejudo kind of knows that, and it leaves the opportunity open for him to come back and cement himself. Like, without taking all the risk of fighting all these guys consecutively, you can let them all work it out amongst themselves, and then come back and beat one of them in your mind, and in one fight eliminate all the doubt about who the greatest bantamweight ever is, because you let them take care of it and establish who's the top dog at 135, and then you come in and try to wipe them out and say, well, yeah, you guys just figured all that out, and now look how good I am because you're clearly the best bantamweight in the world amongst all these guys, and now I just came in and beat you. So I think it's kind of a tactical move on Henry Cejudo's part. Because like I said, man, 135 is deep, and there's a lot of talent there, and there's a lot of figuring out that has to go on. So don't be fucking surprised. Don't be surprised if this is one of those things where Henry Cejudo comes back in a couple years and just gets to fight one of the guys who has already cemented himself as the top dog at 135.